for Crew. Now it just comes down to replicating
Alright, chat.
it.
Appreciate all the subs, by the way. Thank you for doing that, guys. MIBR on defense. We've got Crew on attack. Big game. Playins. Finally, MIBR. I get to see him.
Slow start so far.
Somehow I've watched the most
Really
Crew
not
out of
too much
any
being
Americas
shown
team.
right now by Crew. Looking to see if MIBR are going to give anything, but it's just a patient, anchored, bunkered play there on that B side.
May I
of the map.
suggest a low
Trap play
taper
off some
fade for your
information
hair?
contact.
Bruh,
We see Sadak
that would involve me
does
leaving the
pretty
house.
with that
It's not a thing.
information. The timing, though,
It's too
when it
much
comes down
effort.
to the 0
I don't
point,
care enough.
so much value.
Layren, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 6 months. Thank you.
To step up in towards A main. That will lead towards this aggression now at B. Spy cam, trap wire, all in position. Follow-up code from the defense, just trying to see how much
Camera only spots the 2, but they hit no the spikes here. Keep an eye on the harbor lock.
Now it's down to retake opportunity. No fast lane for Auspice. Keep that in the back of your mind. It's going to have to just be behind what they do with this water wall from Mizzino. Here comes the retake attempt. Opportunity here for Sadak to try to delay, but the flash does not really hit where it's intended to. Zeri able to find first blood. Good pinch from Les. Cannot hit the shots, though. How critical could that possibly be? Site retake is now here, but it's just down to can you actually find eliminations, and so far it is all Crew.
Nice round from Sadak.
Find 3. Last one left alive.
Very nice, strong pistol.
Crew take the pistol.
Like the little luck on it.
Done there by Crew.
Sadak did great.
Pistol, absolutely
Pick
huge
the
for
weak
them.
side.
Again, reiterating what happened the last time we saw them on Breeze. We wanted them to start off on the right foot.
Not today, Des, but I would say every other day, yeah.
In from Les there was really the
Good distraction from Les, yeah.
Sadak absolutely gets the frags on site, but Les is the one who causes that chaos. It forces
How else are you cutting the hair?
to look to
I mean,
turn around,
I just cut my own hair, man.
Tons, and perfectly played there by Crew.
Really well done. Also just good to kind of know the timing of when they try to take that little challenge over towards.
I don't want to change. I don't want to change what's working for me.
Setup, of course, MIBR just on basic pistols. You don't expect much drama here.
Already seeing a walkout into elbow there for MIBR, just searching for information on the site that they have stacked.
Ooh, I felt like that should have been a kill.
Opening shot for Heat goes a bit wide, but middle of the map control is good for Crew. Just comes down to how do they want to use this as a pivot point. No immediate focus.
Nothing too crazy on this one. Aspas gets a bandit. It's got B on lock though.
Just a touch and see if they've guessed correctly.
It's a moment to also kind of feel out for the side of Crew how MIBR are looking to handle that defense. But right now, MIBR, Aspas has a lot of information with this push into elbow. It's such a comfortable hold here for Crew. But again, still a weapons disadvantage. You see now Crew making that rotation over towards that A side.
Well, MIBR have guessed correctly. This will be a finish on towards the A site. Aspas will be way outside of the play, but could potentially go quickly to get back through mid, depending on
I mean,
how
Aspas
messy
sees the
MIBR
trip as well, so.
from the front.
Oh my god, they kind of want to cancel. Oh my god, they want to cancel, but they can't.
Extra stack to come through, and I love this from MIBR. They're going to try to clear out that mid cut to see if they can get that rotation in quicker from Aspas.
Tekken just got the wall off. A little bit of chip damage before he goes down.
Still trying to hold the angle, and it's Zera who has the double to open up the site completely for the plant.
It's a shame here. If they had organized fighting behind Verno's recon, they might have had a round. Oh my god. I mean, they might have a round still, to be fair.
All of a sudden, 2v2. Verno in some trouble. Focus is still over to his direction. He does not.
Chat, why are we
have the
getting double
recon
sound? What's that about?
When does Aspas make their move? Little shoulder. Saw Zera on the corner by the spike. Here comes the next play. Not able to connect. Heat able to find the finishing touch. And now it's just down to Verno. Not a lot of health to play with. Not a lot of hope in the tank for this one. And Crew will take the anti-eco, though it was stressful.
You don't hear it? Dude, I can hear double in-game sound. What's going on?
Anchoring that backside of A. And we're going to have to continue to keep an eye on Aspas on those positions here on defense.
Yeah, with this, I'm telling you, this one, if they organized it a little bit better, recon goes out behind, they go through the walls, a 3.
A little bit more forward, taking some of those risks and being the first person to look for some of that contact. But
you going crazy? Dude, can you not hear the echo? Like when he's picking up stuff?
It's going to be huge when it comes down to the calling there for Mizzino. And those leans that we're seeing.
Even with the timer?
Those heavy stacks looking to fight forward.
You hear it? Yeah.
Crew. Still going to have a handful of rifles to play with, and Mizzino, who tried to take an early contact over towards A main, is going to get punished by Dante. So early numbers from Crew.
Like 50 orbs.
That's also going to be a rifle that could be collected here. So Crew's got a lot building early in the first 30 seconds.
Right now,
Hey, if MIBR lose this, I don't want to overreact or anything, but going down lower bracket in play-ins,
but regardless, is going to spot out Heat.
You don't want to be doing it.
Knowing that the chamber is lurking on the B side of the map, expecting
you start lower bracket for playoffs as well, even if you do make the run.
Well, the Altron will re-clear for Crew over
MIBR, go for a gamble over towards A. Spike is here, but the numbers.
50 seconds on the clock, there's not a full
the numbers are over towards B.
Throwing the knife doesn't really reveal much of anything, so still a difficult decision to make here if you're Crew. Are we actually going to execute on towards A, or are we going to try to take a late peek to B? They have no intel whatsoever there. It's just the fact that they've cleared out the elbow.
Really banking on the double initiator to be able to sell this pinch to the A side of the map. Instead, actually,
nah, they're gonna. But they still could cancel because the neon's here.
Is Verno going to disrespect the wall? Undershield going to be called out for the attack. Crew able to get on towards site. Dante, lots of information towards the back relay.
Do keep an eye on this chamber luck. It's still got 15 seconds to plant. Holy, that's nice. Big kill on site here. Maybe could still plant.
Trying to challenge, able to find the first. Dante trying to get the counter, but it's going to be Verno to hold for a moment.
Very nice. Pistol into a bonus. They still went into the stack site and they still come out on top.
They've matched the tally that they were able to earn versus Bestia just a couple days ago.
Really nicely done, splitting into A there. MIBR, they had 4 players on site waiting in the wings for Crew's execution. The timing was perfect coming out from Heat on that flank on top of just the opening.
Mate, don't get me started. Don't get me started on him.
Well, so far, 3 rounds in, hard to really kind of sell anything to you guys right now, but for the moment, MIBR are having a really tough time on the 2 peaks that they've put
He's been the guy I've been calling out
A-main.
When I watch MIBR.
That has allowed Crew to find success.
Like every time I watch them,
than that A site. Sheriffs will
just
largely be in play here.
Unlimited
for
yellow cards.
Back available for a second if things get interesting, but for Crew, this is about, again, just build the banks, cross your T's, dot your I's, don't do anything crazy, don't scam, don't make a mistake, and cruise your way to a 4-0 start.
Heat on the scoped weapons has constantly been a problem for the teams that Crew face on the attacking side ever since that chamber has been
Good little pause. They're checking it, though.
Oh, and they see the rifle on the barrel. Tex comes through to find one on the trade. Not able to slip away, though. Good spam from Zera. Make sure that Tex cannot escape. And that's a lot of information for Crew that, yep, there are more than a couple of players here at the cross at A doors. So that will lead to a very quick entry in towards B, and this post plant will be very
incredible start for Crew at the moment. Second obviously has ult for next round.
He also positioned into Nest.
Don't know, maybe if he gets one in a def would have his also.
The weapon, I believe that might actually be able to be picked up here into mid. Has been tossed away.
Yeah, perfect timing on that. He'd be able to find one. Can't quite connect on to Verno for the second, but damage is done. The trap is in, and Crew will only drop one in the process. This is night and day different than how they looked versus Bestia.
What timeout already?
Absolutely huge adjustments coming in from Crew. Just within a couple of days, like you were mentioning, it does help when MWSer is going 9-0
yeah, that helps.
for certain.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
But overall, we have to remember, this is a Crew that has been rejuvenated ever since their first win before heading into play-ins. Continuing forward with that kind of momentum.
MW0, 9-0.
They're still trying to pave their way also into playoffs, the first match that we're seeing from them here today.
Here we go. Flash comes through, but the water smoke once again just kind of blocks the effects of the flash, and Dante's going to be able to find first blood. That's on to Auspice, who, I mean, we'll talk about it a lot throughout this match. As a first blood warrior, he's been undeniable this stage. The fact that Auspice is 0-5, 3 of those deaths have been in the first essential 30 seconds of rounds, is so jarring to watch.
The other thing, too, is aside from some of those trap plays that we saw set up for A main, those initial peaks are often unassisted in some of those moments. It kind of brings me back to that one round where we saw Mizzino going for a very similar swing, disconnected. MIBR definitely looking to tighten things up when it comes down to
this
some
team.
Of these duels that
it's not a great start, is it, on their map pick?
Yeah, I mean, so far, every single trap play towards A main has been a complete and utter fail. And it's just not at all what this game plan was meant to be. So, null command's going to be spent. That will allow Crew to jump on towards this A site pretty freely.
Went for a little stack over towards B, play retake over towards A. Still winnable. Got a Phoenix ult, got a Harbor ult. It is an important round, so I'm not saying they should be putting Phoenix ult into it. They can by next, but getting a
Got all
little
4
desperate.
players ready to go for MIBR. Run it back will be spent
we go.
first by Zekin. Flashing his way in. Not anyone to find, though. That's the issue. Follow up. Sodhawk right there to stop.
A great
Fragment in
name.
the back corner. Just trying to distract and deter the concentrated setup of MIBR, who are now making their way back over towards the outside portion, towards the spike. Can they put pressure on towards the spike itself? The wall will fall. Cove will be placed instead. MIBR finding a couple eliminations. Verno almost able to find a double, but not quite. Heat in a little bit of trouble here. Snaps away, and Dante almost able to turn that into a double, but
they
no,
needed this.
Second.
They needed this.
At the end for him,
It's honestly just a hero play round, though, from Zekin and
Much
Verno.
needed round there for MIBR. Definitely an expensive one to come away with.
Mate, are they
five
five Vandal users?
As well, but these main plays are gonna be something we're gonna have to fix up.
Oh, it didn't
There's a
flash
team
them,
flash
but it flashed
situation
Asma.
in that moment. But I also think that what Crew are doing so well is when it comes down to the utility that Sodhawk is throwing, that 0 point, it's also making it really awkward for MIBR to try and
Big
play
buy
that
round.
trap lane
Verno got his
too,
all on
because they're
this.
trying to get the right timing.
Retake
And
over
Sodhawk
towards
is
A,
so
fight
good at
B.
juggling different timings with that 0 point, with those refights.
Dude, Crew are doing a great job of picking the right site every single round.
Critical round for MIBR to be
We had the, I guess we had the stack round that they went into. They cleaned that one up.
Hitting the timeout button to talk
Every
about
round but
what
one.
is going wrong. Instead, now you've got full purchase, Hunter's Fury at the ready, and Auspice.
Mizzino, 1 Phantom. Mizzino, 1 Phantom, he's the site. The plays retake is pretty good. It's a good sign. Spam throws the egg zacking. Play far back. Hold the space. Someone should go help Mizzino though for sure. Because he's kind of going to wall near door off.
4 less on that flank as well. It does get caught out.
A lot of information. Heat is going to be absolutely required to do something incredible here. Double curveball comes through. Easy for Zekin to find that pick.
Wall goes out. Everyone goes through.
Dante, the secret agent behind the play.
Clean round. Clean round. Zekin can get the defuse as well.
For MIBR.
3 takes now, looking much more comfortable for MIBR.
5 people surviving, money gets good, they're back. Kiwi, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. Thank you for the 22 months.
Adjustment working out nicely. Now it's on.
If you were coming back to coaching and you had to pick an assistant coach who's a VCT caster or analyst, who would you go for? I mean, Mini does stuff, so you can't pick ex-coaches.
System here towards what has been going wrong towards the opening portion of this defense. Yeah, I was going to say it might be time for
big
Crew to
time.
talk about it, because the first bloods, if
Does
they're
that
not
count?
coming by way of shutting down
I guess he was a coach. Doesn't count.
Maybe there's something different that needs to happen.
Dude, we're turning a PC off.
Tech pause instead.
Holy.
But the question still stands. How
Give me a
does
long
Crew
one.
want to try to handle getting those early advantages now that they have to fight into the operator?
That's the tough part. I think that when it comes down to Ospas's positioning,
I think
we are going to see either Verno or Zekin look to set him up on some of those deeper lines.
Or
I do think, though,
can I get
eyes
Bala?
always get drawn over to Heat. He's been so good at winning out those duels on the attacking side, especially once he has that scope of his own in his hands.
Yep.
Does have the funds for it into this round as well. Definitely could be the answer to see who wins out in that head-to-head.
Yeah, for me,
you can have Bala. I would have Bala.
MIBR as having the alpha and the omega.
Gova with the tier 1. Appreciate the 29 months. Thank you so much for that.
He's definitely
thank you.
The one to set the tone.
This was fast. I thought we were resetting a PC.
To go all right. Verno has been undeniable out of the clutch.
Yes.
Like 36% of his clutches, which is still a pretty insane number when you think about it, considering that he's often one of the last ones left alive. So the fact that you've got that much of a
Chrono with the prime, appreciate the 13 months.
Verno being able to still secure you around against numbers is great news. So MIBR have a lot to play off of when it comes to getting into full force. It's just down to
you read my recent
message.
I was meant to, yeah, sure.
Playing at an eco disadvantage, which has been obviously.
You think Heretics could still go through to champs points? We just need for yeah. They can still go through.
This is where we start to really feel
very,
the power
very
that
unlikely.
MIBR have been able to build throughout stage 2.
And MIBR, they're also this roster where you do not want them to start heating
But I will
up
say,
into this game.
Foot 1 today, and they needed that.
Like Aspas,
They needed a tier 2 team to win today. That was always going to happen, but it happened as well.
Things definitely start to get scary.
There we go. We're about to lock back on in. Monitors back on.
What about
That's
TMV?
important.
It would be interesting to see how much of TMV's like masters in football coaching could correlate to coaching in Valorant.
Overdrive nearly for both sides.
I don't know how much he's learned about like the mental side of it.
Of who wants to use what and when. And off the get-go, once more, this chamber utility continues to come over towards B. Defensive Hunter's Fury coming out, trying to isolate over towards the elbow. But even though Verno connects, it's an immediate trade from Heat. So
K23791. It's a catchy name, mate. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for that.
If they want to use that as a post-plant security measure or as an opportunity to execute.
See the shift over from KRU with the insert still. Heat being on
take
the
out the
left
harbor
side of the map.
for a duelist.
Still waiting in the wings there.
I think that's worth no matter what.
Might not be watching main, but Aspas will turn once the execution does come in full force.
Lots of trust that Tex can hold behind what is just a single.
They literally are just going to contact with an opposite set.
Aspas would have to move quickly.
They still have Neon Wall.
Either get the heck out of there or to assist, as the Aldrone will now make this play known. Also, Cyber Cage down that Tex can play off of.
Cage for Neon Wall. Cage for Neon Wall. Cage for Neon Wall.
Timing, but doesn't get Dante on the
Tex,
corner.
bro.
Oh, how key is that?
Should be
Dante
instant.
able to shut down Tex. Aspas will retreat back over towards the arches. Defense rotating in.
30 seconds left.
Does Mizzino try to find a way to drop his reckoning early?
The Heat Seekers. Jesus, he even changed it and did it a little bit up for when he moved.
Now you get the water wall up to break down the site. Overdrive for Dante, but he's at 5 health. And that's going to be enough for Verno just to spam through the wall and find the connection. How about that from Verno? 3v2. Zera playing deep does have the Hunter's Fury for post-plant security. Heat would have to still force
from Aspas, they can get half.
First and foremost. There's the Hunter's Fury queued. Verno steps away. Aspas able to
Heat,
find one, and now they know exactly where Zera's positioned. You can
oh, I'll miss this. That's half.
Aspas holding. Zera needs to be able to find the first. He is back to the pistol.
Whoa.
Not going to happen. It's 4 for Verno.
Hey, Verno is...
Will get 3 in a row.
Verno is looking nice on this round. It was a lovely round, though.
Here for MIBR. Mizzino has since picked up that responsibility. And ever since then, Verno being let off of his leash, he has been absolutely lights out, being able to focus on those micro gameplay.
Double shock was insane. Spam was insane. This shot, lovely. Palm taps.
To start things off by breaking off the post plant with the shock darts. Undeniable stuff. KRU
Fraud's stressing out.
Trouble. They will have the ability to full purchase, and they will have a tour de force with that reckoning that was earned from the last round. So with that, let's see how KRU try to bounce back with the KRU listening.
Dante flash aqui. Quebra o spot alguém? Alguém fica chicken?
É, o Dante fica. Marca você, Hit, então, aí?
Aham, provando. Tá no pilar.
Guy, vamos correr pra esquerda agora.
Tá bom.
Juntos.
Dante, eu acho que você usa teu stun na D, viu? Se
tá.
Quando a gente for passar. Que pode estar na cara na direita. Tô sentindo no meu Big Low. Tá, beleza.
Tô pronto pra paredar.
Tá. Vamos fazer agora então.
Vou fazer então, bora?
Pera a parede primeiro. Faz a parede, vai. Vai, stuna. Zone A.
Up e-mail. Câmera aqui.
Tô vendo nada A.
Retake
A, isso.
É, Fênix e Cypher aparece. Vamos na manhã. Vamos na manhã aqui.
Oh, entra nessa aqui, contato e você vai depois.
3 aqui.
Calma, devagar.
Vai ter 4 aí, guys. Boa.
Atrás aí tá backside, Cypher. Foi botar o...
Falta na smoke.
Tá, calma.
Não consigo te ajudar.
Oh.
Backside ainda.
Eu não sei onde tá o só.
30 seconds left.
Ah, ele tá aqui parado ainda, sai.
Pegou na passagem.
E...
Valeu.
Missed a couple of shots, didn't go together. Halfing's a bit weird from Dante, but obviously he ate the flash, so I get it.
Connect with the operator, but honestly, MIBR just staying alive as 5 beyond the first 30 seconds of the round.
It has been really tough for KRU. They haven't really been able to force
Getting was off. It's just because
early
of the flash timing.
from MIBR to get the picks necessary to.
I think you're missing out on taking Bren as assistant coach.
Even before getting that spike down.
Yeah, for the vibes.
Coming out from MIBR.
I think I do think TMV would be the most interesting. I would probably not let him do too much game-wise.
Yeah. Lots to
But
talk
like
about
people
here,
theory
because,
stuff,
yes,
he could be pretty
now
good
we're
with.
starting to see 5v5 action unfold underneath a minute to play. If MIBR not trying to throw those same kind of threatening double duelist trap plays, we've seen KRU take the more labored, slow approach. Can we find a way to still break down this defense, push and pull them around the map a little bit, put pressure through mid? It's been there. It just hasn't led to the same success that they had, obviously, in the first 4 rounds. On the flip side, you talk about this most recent round, hey, we're going to try to play with some speed of our own. See if we can kind of catch the defense off guard before they can rotate in. But the problem is, you're getting so much value from Mizzino in these high tides and these coves that are just completely slowing down from Crew from getting beyond the A site, that players like Mizzino, players like Tex in that last round, feel so comfortable in the back of the site. So there is something that Crew need to find out in terms of not just getting on, but can we do some damage to get beyond the lengths of the actual site itself to put extra pressure on the defense?
Like, mate, what are you typing about, Sideshow?
It's either that or the other option would be really, again, relying on those lurks, late flanks coming in that we've seen previously from Les, going for those backstabs. Something where Crew have made the adjustment to give
this has been here for too long.
Regard into those post plans.
Give me a harbor round.
We're showing that they're willing to re-clear the space.
Yeah, and honestly, since MIBR have been at full force, they really haven't rotated.
Got an anti-KO set up.
They just rotated through their spawn and just reinforced from the back of the site. So it's been very easy in certain regards for MIBR right now. Very similar look in terms of how Crew come out of spawn.
Okay, got mid control.
Still just trying to find some information.
Happy with it.
This op on the B side
No,
of
they
the
just
map,
call
but
for an
this
A
once again
hit.
Looks like it's just going to be a hard.
Still got drone. Wait, they don't have drone? How they? Who's turning this corner fast? Do they do cove to get him out?
That's why you're seeing the
Cove to get him out.
looking to group up as
Reinforce it. Send it. There's the wall.
There's the offensive high tide followed by the null
That's
command.
a leg shot.
Does connect on the Sadhawk, but not enough to take him out of commission. Couple of tags.
Could imagine a phantom on this site.
Find first blood, but caught in the reload. Les gives another one over to Crew, taking Osprey out of the picture. Verno's in some big trouble, but he's able to still find one even while being flashed out by the Storm Surge. So great stuff coming through to at least keep the defense in a position to try to fight this back, but easier said than done. Zekin is back into the picture. Has a lot of tools to play with. I don't know, man.
I think you got it.
One away from the run it back.
I think you have to have a 1-1 harbor, like a 1-1 phantom user on each site.
And it's going to spend it early. Being able to connect, rendezvous
it's
away.
way too easy for this team to get round this corner.
Up the 4 rounds in a row, and Crew up into the lead 5-4.
It's too small a choke,
done
man.
There on the side of
Everlong
Crew.
with the prime priest of the 9 months.
Give a huge shout out to how well these initiators are performing for
like
both
imagine
sides.
a phantom
Bruno
spamming back here. You kill the KO, you potentially kill another.
I can't believe Bruno still was able to get one before MW Zera took him out.
Yeah, Crew vibing with that one. That's exactly what you need. Zera
is Team V's Valorant knowledge that bad? It's not that bad. It's got a lot better.
Heck of a first half.
He used to be very hindsighty. He's got a lot less hindsight now.
Coves will be exchanged. Flash comes through with the flashpoint.
Dude, everyone's loving this one with the Sova ult. Just contact over towards close A.
The next connection not going to happen, and the offense will go back to splitting things up with a minute 20 on the clock.
Different setup this time around from Tex on the side of MIBR. More than happy to play that retake protocol alongside that run it back there for Zekin.
I don't know if they're going to anticipate Zera playing in this position. That Aldrin was meant to flush out mid. Instead, Zera is hearing all of this rotation and now is technically behind the play. And it looks like Crew may try to put some pressure from the front of B to see if Zera can maybe get around the back through arches.
40 seconds on this one. I got a lurking Sova with Sova drone and
that is brilliant.
It's a giant gap, mate. A giant gap here.
You have to try to crunch from the front. You cannot just allow Zera to be sitting here picking between 2 poisons, and that's not enough. MIBR is finding all the individual 1v1s
Brius, you're missing everything, mate. Look in.
This is falling apart in what looked to be a perfect setup for Crew. They can't even get the plant off right now. Les going to be called upon, able to find the first.
Okay.
Tex gets the response. No, that's going to come through. It's just Sadhawk left for the 1v2 and not able to find the connection. And that is a complete folly from Crew after what looked to be a masterful setup.
It's such a why is my Sova the one that's doing this though? Like it's a good timing. It's a great timing. But then we're trying to like hit the site. We have no drone. We have no Sova.
Take this round away. And it also relied on Dante on the other side of the map. He was trying to keep that presence over at the A side, but MIBR had such a firm understanding of what the mind games were on the side of KRU.
I mean, kind of. It's just the fact that KRU are so slow to hit through B main that it puts Zera into this really impossible situation of
they don't really take the space.
Arches, you got to worry about any defenders coming from A. And honestly, Tex is getting away with way too much lease on life by sitting in the back of the site right there, not getting any pressure from KRU from the front. It's a big mishap for KRU, who are now finding themselves on a bit of a broken bye. There's a stinger in hand for Sadhawk, but a quick commitment. KRU are just going to dive on towards the A site behind this high tide, but they don't have any distraction.
Oh, it's nice from Aspas.
Off the corner. Overdrive
oh,
is
overheat,
out.
overheat. Oh my god.
Just wants to do it all
damn,
himself,
bro.
And he very well may.
It was pretty nice. The actual timing with the harbor wall was very good on this.
A flawless round there for
Aspas had great awareness that someone was going to try trade him once he got that up kill. I don't know if he got sound key or what, but very nice pop of the ult. It was instant.
When it comes down
Look how instant it is as soon as he heard him close.
Has been on ever since he debuted on the big stage alongside Loud. He has attended every single champions within VCT. He's been there with Sadhawk and Les, as well as Tex and Mizuno.
That's another round right there for KRU where it just doesn't feel as well coordinated as it needed to be. The high tide is out, but your Hunter's Fury is late. You don't clear off the angle that Aspas is holding. Just feels a little bit skittish right now for KRU. MIBR putting it together, and Aspas understands the situation.
Kind of reckless,
so let me pull out the outlaw, another first
Dude,
blood
it's an
tally.
insane recovery from
MIBR.
MIBR. 4-0 down to this.
KRU are stuck, just essentially having to force the square peg into the round hole here, front side of A.
Plant will go down. Aldrone gonna spot out at least 1 to 2 players here, and Dante taking out Aspas is definitely huge to try and equalize as far as the numbers that are close by sight.
Oh man. Verno connects again with a shock dart. He'd able to find second though right before the curveball.
Pretty doable, man.
His sights.
MWZ would have to get the fast.
Doable for KRU, but you have to hold. There's the defensive recon bolt out. Zera up close and personal finds the first. Does not initially snap for the second, and Verno finds the trade. Just down to heat. Timing not going to be there.
Nice.
Verno will
This
find
is a great half from
MIBR
Verno, man. Verno had so much impact this whole half.
After dropping the first 4 rounds.
Really lovely tempo change there with the defensive sided aggression coming out from MIBR. The conditioning when it came down to those retakes where they were playing so bunkered on site leading up into this final round where they press that go button. And KRU, they weren't ready for it. It was also a tough position, granted, in that post plant with the high tide coming through. MW Zera, he wasn't going to be able to have that support from Heat in the post plant with that vision being cut off.
But so far, MIBR, big bounce back after the hot KRU start. We'll swap the sides to see if MIBR can take their map, or does KRU have something cooked? We'll find out when we come back after this.
Americas as a region has been so inconsistent. Mate, I promise you, in comparison to Pacific, it hasn't really been. I will say there's a couple of weeks here and there where like teams are beating other teams of anti, for sure, but it's only like one-offs. Pacific's been insane.
This used to be for players. Now it's for Verizon customers. No one gets you closer. Only on Verizon.
Mate, stop making the Pacific team joke. I timed out Cairo for making one earlier. Even he's joining in. The difference is because they're losing because of anti and not being inconsistent. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Teams are exploiting like gaps and stuff for sure. Americas? Yeah, Americas definitely has the most teams that can win champs. There's no doubt about it.
Describe like what that feeling was in that moment when you did finally win that trophy.
I think I was very young at the time, and I didn't have like much of a feeling. I was just like, wow, we won. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
So
would you do it differently this time around?
Probably my reaction will be different now.
Okay. All right. So now he just needs to win champs again, which, hey, I think that could very well happen.
Welcome back. Upper bracket round 2 matchup, MIBR after...
Are you happy it's only a 1 map change next stage? Yeah.
0-4 in the first 4 rounds where Auspice
I mean, first of all, I'm glad
5.
it wasn't an icebox as well, because that would have been a nightmare. But I think teams this year have had it pretty rough with a lot of changes.
And now an opportunity for them to get aggressive.
I also think like when you qualify for champs, you kind of want to see them be on a similar map pool to what people qualified on.
Especially when we know
so you can actually get like the best of the best for the year to finish. Burger, thanks so much, or Boga even with the prime. Appreciate the 43 months. Thank you for that, mate. A long time, bro. Thank you for the prime.
In the last half, we saw KRU come out on top when it came down to those first engagements.
Tier 2 team will make champs. EMEA is the only region it might happen in.
Power frag potential that was bringing rounds back there for MIBR on top of the synergy that we've seen from them in those fast floods. Something that we know they're going to be able to replicate.
EP's giving me some faith, man. I thought it was a lower percentage, but I watched EP and I'm like,
after a little
maybe.
Huddle for MIBR in their spawn.
Got to beat 2 giant teams.
Towards the elbow entryway and then eventually over to B. KRU have guessed on this A stack.
What about Sharper? I think they'll do okay. I think Sharper will get to playoffs, but then probably fall. The thing is, for Sharper to do it, they're going to have to beat Paper X at one point, +1.
From Heat to ensure that he will be alive for the fight later on, but keep an eye on Tex, especially when you have MW Zera looking to re-clear into mid. That's going to be an important interaction.
The offensive cove will go down, trying to stall out KRU for as long as possible. Seconds able to find first blood by way of the hot hands.
Tex goes very early. Do you just hear Les's footsteps?
Recon bolt will be destroyed. Now it's up off the action through the cove. It doesn't get reinforced. Zekin able to find one behind the play. And is now able to get another on top of that. Still dealing with
it's nice, man. Second did great here. That second kill from him is really big.
MIBR take the pistol.
Really great communication coming out there from MIBR, ensuring that they can find those fights together as KRU look to flood.
Who would you pick up for Cozy and EP if you're going to champs? Alpha or Martin?
Denying that opportunity for the re-lurk to come on in. Because at first, with the fast flood, it started to look like it was in KRU's favor, but I feel like Zekin being able to stay alive on pillar there was also a huge position to be able to ensure that KRU wouldn't find that footing.
Dude, they're running away with it.
Tunnel right there if you're MIBR because of Tech's position. You still put so much pressure on archers
that
you're
sight,
able to
but we're actually getting some orbs.
The main entryway and still use your
Fnatic could never.
Beautifully. So great stuff for MIBR. KRU stuck on basic pistols once again. MIBR huge advantage. Kind of the same story that we talked about for KRU in the first half. Just don't scam, don't make any critical errors.
Card sound, wait for them to mess up.
Patiently played right now by MIBR. You have
but the one pass and search. It's just a sheriff if they upgrade.
Oh, defense is going to rotate over quickly. Tex.
Ah, mate.
Able to find the first. Now it's just about how much more can you grab. And will not expect.
Oh, it's unlucky. It's still a good jump peek from him.
It's a really quick trade. KRU's going to use
could win this.
Alarm system to know that this is going to be a
just
play
one
towards B main. Sodhawk trying to cut it off. There's the timing. Look for the right
unlucky.
The damage does not allow much more than just a health pool chunk onto Auspice. Quick plant behind this once again, but this is going to be a different retake opportunity for KRU with this route.
I like this from KRU. I don't think MIBR are going to expect that many players coming in from the flank. But still, you have a crossfire being held here.
Prodigy, it did sound like it. I didn't want to say, I didn't want to bring attention to
it. Maybe steal the weapon back. Could be an opportunity. Heat in some trouble. Mizzino still holding him in the corner. Recon bolt through. Hot hands comes up and over. And then the Reboy bolts behind this. This is taking a lot of time, and KRU are still stuck at the choke point, and now MIBR are fully aware of what's happening. Heat able to get one in response, but that is a mere footnote.
They did the main thing. They got a Phoenix on their bonus round. Here we go. They're in a strong spot.
Starting up here for MIBR, KRU kicked off this map, winning 4 rounds in a row before MIBR clapped back to be able to take the lead themselves as well. But
what is that?
Man, honestly, that's just Valorant's a horror movie sometimes. You got people jump through smokes.
They play more Phantom on attack. Yeah, it's a little weird, isn't it?
Round right here for KRU. going into a bonus round that's not going to feel like a bonus round for MIBR, mostly due to the fact they all have rifles, and you have a run it back, and you get an Auspice first blood onto Dante. Sure, Sodhawk's going to get some information off of the knife, and it may slow down any potential play, but MIBR are going to take their numbers and now start to push-pull the defense around.
Yeah, and they know in reaction they're probably going to have to try push somewhere, so...
Here's the camera.
Tex is like watching, but is he ready? Oh, that's...
Will MIBR look to check him?
Nice.
Yeah. But regardless...
An easy call would kill the 2 over towards A.
MIBR, they're more than happy to shift back to that A site.
Yeah, that's just not a fight that I think KRU was anticipating having right there, trying to play a double stack in through mid. Maybe you're anticipating somebody up close on the turret, but you're not anticipating taking long range.
Would you rather coach a team with great base macro, or...
So the fast lane will go up, crossing T's and
or
dotting
vice
I's here.
versa.
MIBR making sure that they
micros are so important at the moment, man.
site.
I can teach the macro stuff, it's just boring.
What started off as what was
But
a must-win round,
on this current meta, like, micros everything. So.
I think the tough thing when
It's
it
all
comes
about
down
team
to the
fights.
composition here, very much similar to the issue that we had with
Maybe if
Solo
Yori gets
Viper,
a little more play, then it becomes
you're gonna be able to
a little more
provide
macro.
for
But
your team, right? When we do see the solo smokes come out, on
you can get away with
this
anything
map
at the
of
moment, man. You
Breeze,
can just
it's
force
usually
sights.
supplemented by a Cypher who can have the cyber cages to be able to provide those crosses, especially over in mid. And if not the Cypher, then you usually have a Phoenix. So you have like the double wall when it comes down to those duelists. And for KRU, there's just too much ground that Les does have to cover with that utility. There's so much investment into
Tricky
this
Valor with the Prime.
composition,
Appreciate the
MW
29
Zera
months. Thanks
and
so
Sodok
much.
both being on that KO and Sova to simply be setting up Dante and Heat for success in the early rounds.
Yeah, I think the other side of this, talking about the composition,
the easiest way to think about it is like the bigger picture stuff.
Just kind of watching KRU
like
in the
if I
last
do
couple of
this,
weeks, and I think especially watching them on Thursday,
I need to do this.
And hearing the
if they do this, we should be doing
he
this.
is good with op, so put him on agent that gets op more often. Problem is, he hasn't had an opportunity to really dominate the same way that he was versus Bestia. Now, granted, this is on Breeze. This is a map that they really, really struggled with on Thursday. So we're not going to like sit here and say that it's done deal. But in terms of that X factor that they tried to build in, Heat has not been a part of the success recipe as of yet. Again, 4 out of the 5 rounds for KRU have been tallied by way of shutting down early aggression chances from MIBR. Run it back, going to be spent here early. Second will be denied. KRU will come away the benefactor of the opening trades.
why?
But there's still so much early pressure for MIBR, getting not just onto site, but trying to do a little bit more than that. The KRU are well and truly prepared for it until Auspice is able to get 2 and bring this to a 2v2. And Auspice isn't done yet, but Glass will put him down. Down to Mazzino. Has the reckoning if he wants it. Not able to find the first shot. Puts him away.
Footer's gonna
get another one on the board.
Be a lot lower here, man.
One that they really needed as well when you're taking a look at that economy. You're being stuck in.
You agree with Zix saying the Boaster is kind of capping his potential by not improving his micro? I mean, he's been trying to improve his micro. It's just like he doesn't have that luxury right now.
Does add that additional security to the bank. That is for certain.
There's too many things for him to have to fix in the team for him to be able to focus on his micro stuff.
Couple of matches that we've seen from KRU.
Like maybe like positions and where he takes fights, I guess, would be the fastest instead of just his like pure aim mechanics.
Struggled on Breeze, and it was always an identity problem trying to figure out
when he's had time, he has worked on that stuff. He's had like aim coaching and stuff.
KRU defensively looks like there may be some.
I think when Zix is talking about it, he's talking more positional, like the when he takes fight, like the position that he's in, more than anything else.
Oh, and they're holding on to a reckoning, seeing if maybe they can try to find a trap play here at elbow, but the timing of that play has now gone.
Yeah.
And instead, you're going to get a deep play.
But again, dude, there's just so much going wrong in the team. It's like a luxury for him to look at that stuff. He needs to fix the bigger issue, which is every map and changing your comp every map.
There's the offensive reckoning to come.
Trying to help Crashies.
Trying to sit
trying
there
to fix
say,
everything.
Yeah, come challenge us if you dare. Aldrone to try to follow.
Trying to give everyone comfort.
This will allow KRU a chance to contest the spike plant for the first time, but Zek and Mazzino keep the numbers for MIBR. And now Verno's deep in the backside of the site. And there's just no way, if you're Sodhawk, you feel comfortable taking any extra peeks right now, but at a certain point, you have to create something out of nothing. Verno not able to find anything with the offensive Aldrone. And now Sodhawk's going to get down to his recon mission. Heat nearby. I'm sure they know that Mazzino is low on health, and they're thinking this is still winnable, even though it's a tough post plant to break down.
Ooh,
first
nice movement on
gets
this.
missed. Heat now by himself. too many to deal with.
Yeah, that's
MIBR
unlucky with the
up to
dink.
11.
Really nicely done there
Yeah,
by
they look great. They look
MIBR.
good.
Heads up from
They had a
Zekin
bad
as
start.
well.
They
Just
got
the game
snowballed a little
sense to
bit.
be aware that with how those two high tides were interacting, he was expecting someone to be creeping in.
The most
through
I've
that
seen this
gap
team
to find
vibe out
some
as
sort of
well. I
reposition.
don't know if it's been like this the
On
whole time,
site,
but
a nice spray that comes down
normally when you
there.
do like the listens after rounds, they're just,
And
it's
Crew,
like
well, we have seen
relatively,
improvements from them on this map of Breeze.
what's a
MIBR
nice word?
continue to just
Mundane
look
is
that
like
much
the
more
best word, I guess.
comfortable.
But look at this.
Yahoo! Give me your best one.
Give your best Mario. Yahoo!
Okay, we're going to work on that one. We're going to work on that.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Wait, really? I thought that wasn't too bad.
Pause for Crew. Kind of a do or die moment starting to build now all of a sudden. Plenty of ultimates to still consider though. I mean, you've got the Hunter's Fury, you got the Ready, you've got the Reckoning,
bomb
you're
contact,
really
yeah.
close to the Tour de Force, so there could be some opportunity there. But here's a look at Ospas. We were kind of floating the conversation point. Yeah, of course, you look at the top 1.7.
They've changed. They haven't been doing this stuff.
Me,
Oh, really?
First blood success.
No, it looks good over there.
A part of what that first contact looks like, and being able to come away as an entryman with more than half of the time finding at least your one, that's an insane number and one of the key recipes for why MIBR have found success through stage 2.
And more insane of a number when you kind of contextualize it with the fact that for Ospas, he was always kind of known as that quote-unquote baiting duelist, playing a little bit more passive, right? So to go and lean into
it needs to be in the moment. It needs to be
where
for a
he
good
is
reason,
going to be that
chat.
tip of the spear and adjust so well where he has a performance like this is
You guys have
really
been watching too much Uli, man.
Without question. There may be some early aggression here.
I think I'm going to start making
Neon
Neon sound effects.
So let's just not even give them a chance to get a read on us. That's exactly what comes through. Les is outside the picture, able to throw the wall up, trying to find first contact, but doesn't really work out all that well. Dante, if you could find one more, would have an overdrive. Not able to get back to cover, though, and Crew will be in
legit just a B spam, by the way.
We're tossing out the Hunter's Fury.
Just a straight-up B
spam.
spam.
And Zera does connect.
Just
the spike is down.
Prove that they can hold the site, and they can't hold the site.
With this as the Tour de Force where Heat gets pulled.
Oh, Verno, though, on that timing through elbow, taking down Sadak makes it that much more difficult. Investment of the running back here.
Not able to take down
So
Heat.
both. If he gets a kill, he gets overall.
Planted. Zera trying to step up. That's a huge first contact.
No way.
2 versus 2. But you're still dealing with a stinger from Zera, not the
Dude, he's
tool
got a
you
trip
want.
to play
Good
off as
job.
well.
Verno playing deep. Tex playing on an island. Isolation trying to come through. Tex able to get
Yeah, I got him as he went to go for the trip.
Get to that point.
Clinical micro.
Dude, you take away the
Tex
first
and
4 rounds
Verno
on this one,
to get
it's
to match point,
it's
to be
a
able
stomp.
to get those ones, one immediately in quick succession. Nicely done there.
Why are we going from Vano's POV
tough.
to someone just as
Not
he's
in
peeking
position to
someone
go
else?
trade each other
Mate,
out
it's
and
just
make the
Prius is
most
mid
of it.
TFT, man.
Crew.
You had to focus up for a bit.
Rotations through mid. We've seen them look to clear out that space previously, but not necessarily expecting it that time around. It's been
How'd the
tough.
DRX
I feel
look?
like we've seen them fight a little bit more forward.
Honestly,
We've
pretty
seen them
good.
go for those more retake scenarios, but MIBR just
Like
shooting back
they
better at the
legit
moment.
might
Utility
make champs.
has been perfect
I'm
as
not.
well.
It's not even like I'm not even joking. It's not sarcasm or anything. I actually think they might do it.
Hunter's Fury just to block off arches will lead to a quick plant for MIBR. The pressure on the flank has to work for Crew, and Zekin has a read, but doesn't find the first shot to land. Follow-up from Verno, though, is there, and you get help from Mazzino. Brilliant isolation from MIBR.
You don't want to say that. I mean, I'm not sure they deserve it with the triple duelist. Or they deserve it because of the triple duelist. I can't really work out where I sit.
Able to find the first.
Dude,
it's
not even close.
MIBR, after a bit of a stumble in the first 4 rounds, come through, take care of business, and steal away the opener with some conviction, 13-6.